Is that it? I'm live? Oh, okay. Hey, I'm live. How about that? I've been trying for a while to figure out how to get this thing to work. I've wanted to go live on YouTube using my computer's webcam for a while. The purpose of this is I want to be able to do the podcast in audio form and in video form. And I've realized that I can hook up a microphone to this. I'm really not sure how this is going to sound. I'm not even sure where the microphone is on my laptop. I'm using an iMac Pro, and I think the microphone is up here near the camera where I can see the little green dot. If you guys are there, hey, how's everybody doing? Anyway, if you don't know, today is Father's Day, and I have recorded a podcast on the Stuff I Heard podcast. I'm up to episode 10. Ooh. And now episode 10, here's a little picture of it. Look here. Picture. How about that? Episode 10, I did using GarageBand on the computer using an external microphone. I was able to hook the microphone up and talk through it and go into GarageBand. And then I figured out how to move it from the GarageBand onto the Anchor app. I'm using an app called Anchor, A-N-C-H-O-R. On the computer, I just went on their website, anchor.com, and logged in. And it gives me more access to stuff like analytics and stuff like that to see more information. But there's a button on there that says click to add your episode. When you click it, it's got all kind of stuff where you can add more information. And I was like, okay, well, I can do that. So I went into it, I started looking at it, and I realized that, first off, it's very hard to move something from GarageBand over because there's no real direct information that tells you how to do it. You have to kind of figure that out on your own. So I played around with it, God, maybe for 20, 30 minutes or so until I finally figured out some way of going into GarageBand at the top where it says something like save audio file or convert audio file or share, export to disk or something like that. And one of the ways I've saved it suddenly allowed me to bring it up. And I have to do it a few more times in order to get a clear description of it, and I'll do that. I'll go into that a little bit more. But I wanted to do this mainly because I've been trying to do this for quite a while. I've been trying to figure out how to go live, how to do this on my computer. I mean, I can do it on my phone. The phone is super easy. The phone, you literally go into YouTube and you hit click live, you go live, and it's like 3, 2, 1, go. And you're like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Of course, then you're talking to your phone. I'd like to do it in a laptop setting. You know, I watch people do their podcasting like Joe Rogan does his, and he has it recording and he's doing audio and visual at the same time. And eventually I'd like to get to that point. I'd like to get to the point where, you know, perhaps I have a little space that's, you know, considered a studio, and it may be like a spare bedroom or something, but then I could sit down with some folks and we could have a conversation, and it could just be, you know, stream of consciousness kind of thing where we just talk about whatever. You know, this platform is pretty new, being able to do this kind of stuff. I mean, if you think about it, maybe in the last 5 to 10 years, it's really become something big, and the amount of people that are doing it is growing, but this is also like the beginning, in my opinion. It's the beginning for me. You know, why wouldn't you want to be able to do something like this, to be able to talk to each other and hang out with each other and share ideas? When we're dead and gone, all this stuff's going to be on the internet, and people can look back at it and go, oh, wow, hey, look, there's some people I know, and they had some pretty good ideas, or they were morons, or whatever it is, you know. But anywho, I just wanted to do this to see if it would work. I see it working. It's really great. Actually, I want to be able to show you the screen that I'm looking at. I don't know how to do that other than maybe hold you up to the camera or up to the mirror up here. Ooh, that'd be a cool idea. Can you see yourself in the mirror? Look at that. Oh, that's weird. That's a mirror inside of a mirror inside of a mirror. But there's a thing up here in this corner of the screen. I can't even point to it. It says live, and it says I'm 4 minutes and 40 seconds in. It's got a button for an up arrow and a down. I mean, it's got a thing for, it looks like social, where it shows the people that are on. Nobody's on right now, of course, because nobody knows about this kind of stuff. There's a thumbs up thing, and it tells you how many people give you a thumbs up. And then if I look over on the right, it's got a chat thing over on this side of the screen where it says, top chats, something to say. Like, I guess I can type down there. So if I ever have this like set up on like a studio setting or maybe on the chair or a table or something like that, I could be like typing to you guys. Of course, why would I type to you guys when I can just talk to you? I don't know. Maybe that's if you have the camera turned around to other people and then somebody can interact. Like if I were Joe Rogan's studio, this would be young Jamie's job. He would have it turned around to everybody and they'd be plugged in somehow with like video streaming ability, and he'd be over there typing away to, answering people's questions. And I don't know what he does. He's a sound engineer, or he's the production engineer, whatever you want to call it. And if you watch any of his live YouTube podcast streaming things, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty dope. But anyway, so that's it for now. There will be more of these now that I figured out how to do this. Like I said, I did have to download Google Chrome, and I guess because Google owns YouTube, it just works on here, whereas on Safari it didn't work. But now that I know that, good. Moving up. So from some people who've asked, how's the diet going? It's going pretty good. I'm a little over a month into it now, and I'm down 12 pounds, and I can kind of see it in my face here. I don't seem to have the jaws as much as I used to. I'm feeling a lot healthier. I feel like I have more energy. There's a fly in here. The fly wants to be on YouTube. Get here, fly. Shoo, fly. Anyway. Thanks for all the support. The fly is flying around my face. He really wants to be on camera. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for checking in and sharing. If you haven't checked me out on the podcast, it's on iTunes as Stuff I Heard. It's on Google Play. It's on Anchor. It's on. They sent me a thing saying there were like 5 different platforms that my podcast is on, and that's great. That's awesome. If you want to reach more people, that's how you do it. So, thanks for everybody who's writing me. If you want to write me an email, you can just write this page and I'll write you back. If you want to send me an email, though, it's stuffiheardpodcast@gmail.com. And just drop me a line, say hey or whatever. If you don't want it to be on here, that's cool. So if you want to be on and talk about stuff, let me know. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out. If you're somebody I know locally, I could just bring my laptop or my phone and we could do it that way. But anywho, thanks for the support. Appreciate you guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. There's lots of fathers out there. I'd like to say Happy Father's Day too. Not just my dad, Richard, but stepdads who've been there, and coaches and bosses and friends and brothers and son. They're all dads, and they're all doing the hard work of just being there every day and trying to help guide and lead young people towards their future. So, for what it's worth, we appreciate you. Happy fun. Oh well. Take care.